Now let's show you where tariffs on other countries stand with respect to India. First up, we have India with a renewed 18% tariff. Now, the US has agreed in a recent trade deal only last evening, right around midnight, to cut its tariff on Indian imports to about 18%, down from a whopping 50% to deepen economic ties. Now, next up, we have for you Brazil. Brazil faces one of the highest US reciprocal tariffs, around 50%, under the Trump tariff system. Now, the rate reflects US efforts to pressure large exporters and address trade imbalances. And how can we forget China when we're talking about trade and tariffs imposed? Now, Beijing is hit with significantly elevated US tariffs, around 37%. Now, it's part of ongoing trade disputes and supply chain adjustments as well. These high tariffs are also, by the way, aimed at reducing US trade deficit and encouraging domestic manufacturing. From China, we take you over to Canada in the Western Hemisphere, where Canadian goods now, in fact, face approximately 35% tariffs under US reciprocal duty plans. Now, this high rate is a part of broader shift from previous trade deals, reflecting Trump's America First preferences. From Canada, we travel to South Africa, whose exports, in fact, are subjected to about 31st tariffs under Trump's 2.0 policy. Now, this also puts a heavy cost on South African goods entering the US, especially manufactured products that are manufactured inside South Africa and, in fact, are exported to the US. We shift our focus to Southeast Asia. We come to Vietnam, which faces roughly around 20% tariffs on its exports to the US. Now, this reflects that the US is responding to significant trade surpluses Vietnam holds with it. Finally, we move on to the big one, the European Union. It's seeing around an average of 15% tariff on exported goods under Trump's reciprocal tariff regime. Now, these tariffs apply to a wide range or a wide array of products despite long-standing trade cooperation. Speaking of Japan, the country's exports are subject to about similar 15% US tariffs, comparable to several other US allies, just like the European Union, as I was just mentioning. Now, the rate reflects Trump's broader policy even towards its strategic partners. Speaking of strategic partners, we get United Kingdom next for you, which has one of the lower US tariff rates, around 10% under the current tariff list. Now, this relatively light tariff signals strong bilateral trade terms compared with some other emerging markets we just showed you, which are also a part of Trump's tariff list.